Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings to you, dear friends and faithful. Malaysia's roti canai is the world's best bread, they say. The talks on the revival of Melaka Gateway, high-speed rail, and Forest City is hot news. Santa Cruz Feast at Melaka and the Feast of San Padre Pio Ulu Tiram remain popular. The FCMSM reports that the mission schools in Malaysia number 424 only, out of nearly 10,000 schools, which is only 4% of the student population. Rethinking Times. This Malaysia Day had a tint of Malaysianness. Groups of young people gathered, sang patriotic songs, flashed sarongs, and greeted each other. Prayers filled the holy places. A 5.5-meter Merdeka Harmony Sampan was greeted by parents and pupils of Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina Yok Nam. Nur Halisha said, "True Malaysia is where people always respect one another and celebrate their diversity rather than picking on differences." Yet, it is also a Malaysia Day marked with a protest on the Deputy Prime Minister's DNAA by the Attorney General's Chamber. The second is the fear of food shortages and soaring prices. They have woken up many to buy Malaysian, consume Malaysian, grow Malaysian, manufacture Malaysian. It is a step to cut down imports and currency outflow and reduce trade imbalances. Besides self-sufficiency and import substitution, wise leaders usually step up on food reserves, food stockpiles, and food production. The third is tak masuk akal when farmers are evicted, matured crops are cut down, and the land is earmarked for commercial developments. It happened in Raub, and now it is happening in Ipoh. It is time for a rethink. These lands must remain state lands, but gazetted as food development zones and belts, rented or leased to farmers, not to middlemen, politicians and profiteers, and with quotas for local consumption first. Then the remainder can be marketed to other markets. Restrict conversion of agriculture land or even play fields for commercial schemes. Rethink. A thought for the week, shared by a churchgoer. Every Sunday, my family and I go to church, and every week as I'm walking to my seat, there's one elderly usher who I will name Charlie, that I always look forward to see the most. I've known him for many years now, but only bits and pieces. But I do know this. He's a man with a gentle soul who always has kind words to say, a big smile, a caring spirit, and has always been a huge inspiration and source of reassurance to me. He's a quiet man of encouragement. A lesson from Charlie. How many of us are a quiet encouragement to others? It's not important to say a lot or do a lot. Each day, set a goal and determine how many people you'll try to encourage through kind gestures. Our deeds can mean everything to the other. Announcements for this week. 1. The Melaka Johor Diocese's Deliverance Exorcism Office is following up with the Deliverance Healing Program 8 and 9 to prepare diocesan personnel and ministers for growing spiritual needs and directions. Jesus came to set his people free. 2. We remember the migrants and refugees on the 24th of September, the 109th Migrant Sunday, with the theme Free to Stay, Free to Migrate. As of 2022, there were around 2.2 million documented migrant workers in Malaysia, and unofficial estimates of undocumented range from 1.2 to 3.5 million. The parishes are called to be centers that welcome, promote, protect, and integrate them. Never forget, we are all migrants and our children are migrants overseas. 3. Melaka Johor Diocese prepares for the 14th October Diocesan Pastoral Assembly 2023 at Majuri Center, and the priestly ordination of Deacon Aaron Alamalai fixed for the 20th of November at Muar. 4. The Melaka Johor Diocese Young People Day is a time to bring all the young people of the diocese in every parish to journey as a community through prayer, formations, fellowships towards the feast of Christ the King. This year, the MJD YPD will be celebrated on the vicariate level at the following places: North Central Johor Vicariate on the 24th of November at the Church of St. Louis, Kluang. South Johor Vicariate, November 25 at Majuri Center, Plentong. Melaka Vicariate, November 26 at the Church of Our Lady of Guadalupe, Krubong. Let us, like Mary, arise and go with haste to meet the Lord and other young people through these celebrations. This week's Q&Q. Q asks, do you think there is no end to things? For every sunset, there is a sunrise. For every dream that ends, one is born. For every door that closes, another opens. For every love that ends, another begins. For every end, there is a new beginning. For each departure, there is an arrival. For every defeat, there is a victory. Nothing is ever finished as long as there is life. Quotes Paulo Coelho. Continue to pray for peace in this world and in our country. Pray for the Lord to raise up more peacemakers and reconcilers. God bless you all. Have a good weekend.